Which was lost. How do we see? There's somebody on Visual Business.
I don't see this one. Сега ще се включа като зрител в този момент, за да видя все пак какво се вижда тук.
И двама се включва, трима се градини.
Супер.
Окей.
Ма така стартира винаги.
Значи трябва да е бликно, макар че тя може да се обяви на време. Да каже, че няма, че не вижда нищо. Окей.
Виждам.
Let's start. Това ли се вижда на края на презентацията? Okay, we can go ahead and start because we have 4 viewers.
Okay, yes. Hello, everybody. Yes, we're glad you can join us for this webinar about the University Preparatory Program. The University Preparatory Program is offered by the English Language Institute of the American University in Bulgaria. Your presenters for this evening are Boryana and Sunny. I am Boryana and I am an instructor in the University Preparatory Program, so I know the program very well. I'm happy to share some information about it with you. And your other presenter is Sunny. Sunny is the University Preparatory Program coordinator. She knows the program very well as well, from a different aspect. So we hope that we can present a very complete package of information to you. So let's get started. First, I'd like to say a few things about the purpose of this program. The University Preparatory Program was designed for really one purpose. It has one major purpose, and this is to provide English language education to future AUBG students. That's it. It's a very simple purpose. In other words, our purpose is to train students in academic English and make it easy for them to pass the college entrance tests. TOEFL to start with, and any TOEFL-like test that's out there. There are several tests that the AUBG accepts as valid representations of your level of English. Now, this is the key to passing college entrance tests, everybody, knowing English. So our purpose is to teach you English so you can pass your college entrance tests. That's it. Now, a few more words about the program steps. This program has 3 steps. Step 1 includes elementary and pre-intermediate level. Step 2 includes intermediate and upper intermediate levels. Step 3 includes advanced level of English and paper-based TOEFL preparation. In steps 1 and 2, we completely cover 2 textbooks. We use a lot of extra materials, a lot of handouts and photocopied materials. We also provide a lot of exercises that the teachers make for the needs of the group. In step 3, we study quite complex TOEFL grammar structures. We learn to read in an academic way. We learn good note-taking and summarizing skills. Basically, we prepare you for the paper-based TOEFL test, and we prepare you for university life. So that's the program. It has 3 steps. The books and the materials that we use for our program are very special. We are very picky at the English Language Institute. We don't just use any textbook out there. We have quite a lengthy process of choosing our books. So here they are. This is our choice. We use the Macmillan Straightforward series of 5 textbooks: the elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, and advanced level books. We've chosen these books because they are very modern. They use very modern English. They provide reading, listening, speaking, and writing exercises that are very meaningful, very communicative, and very academic in our opinion. The textbooks also contain very meaningful activities in a variety of contexts, which is what we want. Also, the books have very interesting topics and wonderful vocabulary, very varied, very challenging, very useful vocabulary for every level of English. Of course, specifically for academic levels, we are very happy with the vocabulary that we get to teach with these books. They're really wonderful. It's a great series. With every textbook, there's a workbook that's really wonderful. It provides extra practice in a very meaningful way, very meaningfully presented with good exercises that supplement our lessons. That's it. Now, about the duration of these courses, how long does it take to take each step? Step 1 takes 4 months. Step 2 takes 4 months. Step 3 takes 3 months. Each step really lasts 1 university semester. So if you take all 3 steps, it will be about a year and a half to complete all of these steps. But listen, a year and a half may sound like a lot, but if you think about it, a year and a half is equal to 5 years of intensive high school level preparation in English. It's like you're going to a language school, but in a year and a half, which is really quite impossible. When you think about it, it's like, no way, but actually it works. The program works, and in a year and a half, you can be an expert in English. As a matter of fact, I believe that our students probably have better English than many years of English. We are very proud of our students. So it is possible. I promise you, it works. Now, I'd like to share with you the skills that we develop, or that you develop, the students who participate in the program, when they take the program. So listen to this. In step 1, we teach the students how to study well. All right, maybe you think you know how to study, but really, we teach you how to study well, because we believe that more learning happens outside the classroom, not inside, but it happens the moment you leave the classroom, when you're walking home and thinking about your lesson, or when you're using your English to talk to somebody who is a speaker of English, or when you're sitting at home and you're thinking about the lesson, you're preparing for the next day, okay? So it's very, very important for you to know how to study well. So what we teach is exactly what to do when you go home. We teach the right order of things. For example, one of the things that we emphasize is that when you go home, the first thing you do is not write homework. Did you hear that? Not write homework, okay? The first thing you actually do is study your notes. You have to study your notes and actually sit down and think about the notes. Think about what they mean and does it make sense to you? And then you actually don't do your homework. You go away, you do something else, you let the information sink in, and then you sit down and do your homework. And listen, every time you do your homework, it's like doing a test. You do your homework to see how much you have learned, okay? So this is one of the things that we teach our students in how to study well. We also teach them how to use a dictionary. We teach them how to learn new words. We teach them how to imitate the language every chance they get. For example, like when they watch a movie. So how to study well is one of the skills you develop in step 1 and you use for the rest of your life, okay? Certainly in steps 2 and 3. Another skill that you develop in step 1 is how to give definitions in English. Listen, our students learn very early how to explain the meanings of words in context, in English, not translated in Russian or Ukrainian or Mongolian, but actually how to explain the meaning of a word in English, how to use synonyms, for example, or how to use examples to explain the meaning of a word, not to translate. So in step 1, you learn this basic skill as well. Another skill that you develop in the very first step is how to paraphrase, how to say something you have read or heard in your own words. So paraphrasing is understanding. It's one way to show that you understand what you read or what you listen. So we teach our students how to paraphrase. Our students use their own words and familiar expressions that they have learned to show that they understand the teacher, to show that they understand what they read, or to show that they understand what they hear, okay? Another skill that we teach our students is how to speak and write correctly. Now, you have to understand, everybody speaks English these days, but not everybody speaks English correctly, okay? Our students learn good English, correct English, okay? So these are some of the skills that you develop in step 1. In step 2, you learn how to read, listen, speak, and write in academic English. Now, we are beyond the language of Facebook here, or chat, okay? This is the English of college, okay? This is the English of university. This is the English of your professors. So we're up a level, all right? So you learn how to do vocabulary work, which is extremely important at this level because English is the richest language in the world, and you have the privilege of studying this language. How to do vocabulary work is important because in English, you don't learn one word. That's such a waste of time. You learn one word with its closest synonyms, 2 or 3. If you're in my class, probably 4 or 5, okay? And its closest antonyms, at least 1 or 2. So you're not learning one word. You're learning a whole string of words, a whole category of words. So this is something you learn to do in step 2. You also learn how to prepare a written and a spoken response. We teach students first how to generate ideas, how to have ideas, and then how to plan their response, how to make points, and how to explain them. Explain these points in a very organized way. So we really teach our students how to prepare in a very organized and very methodical way. Also, we teach the students how to use a thesaurus, which means that students develop the skill to use synonyms, related words. Again, I have to say, English is a wonderful language, so rich. Rarely is the case that a word doesn't have a synonym. Most words in English have at least one very close synonym, but it's not even one, it's more like 5, 6, 7, okay? Okay, and one more skill you develop in step 2 is how to always use academic study habits. Okay, in step 2, our students understand and they realize that studying, not just English, but studying takes a lot of discipline, it takes patience, it takes organization. So we teach our students to be all of that, patient and organized and disciplined, but also to be curious. We teach them to be interested. We teach them to find information and to educate themselves every step of the way. You know, never stop learning, never stop educating, never stop researching. That's a skill they really develop in step 2. And of course, step 3, the skills there are slightly different, but they're very logically connected to everything you learn in steps 1 and 2. For example, you learn in step 3 how to identify topic, thesis, and main points of a passage. And guys, listen, this is exactly what you're doing on the TOEFL test. And this is exactly what you're doing in college when you're reading an article or some sort of a material for your classes. You have to understand the topic. What is this text about? The thesis. What position does this passage defend? And of course, the main points that support the thesis. Another skill in step 3 is how to survey and scan. We teach our students how to read fast because most of the time on tests, And in college, you don't have time. You're always in a hurry. Time's ticking. So we teach our students how to read very efficiently and really well. Another skill, how to paraphrase and how to summarize. Now, paraphrasing is again a way for students to show to their professor that they understand what the professor is saying. Listen, professors don't like when students simply repeat something exactly the way the professor said it, because it doesn't necessarily mean you understand what the professor said. But if you use your own words to say what the professor said, then the professor knows you understand it. You'll make a very good impression. And you learn this in step 3 of our program. This is before you even go to college, okay? Summarizing is a super important skill. Summarizing means you understand the main points and that you can express those main points in your own words. So again, it's an essential skill for anybody who wants to be in college. Another skill in step 3, how to take notes like a college student, which means like a professional. We actually teach students how to do that. One of the methods we use is the Cornell method of note-taking. It's wonderful, a very logical way of taking notes. So we teach that as well. We also teach students in step 3 how to use complex, advanced level grammar to express yourself. You have to understand, everybody, grammar is freedom. It gives you the freedom to express yourself, so you're not fumbling and struggling and looking for words and looking for expressions. In step 3, you are more or less fluent in expressing yourself because you know the grammar so well. It's like, oh, that's it. Come on, TOEFL. That's the TOEFL test. Come on, I can do that. So that's what you learn in step 3. We also teach in step 3 how to be a successful college student. I believe, as an instructor in this program, I truly believe that we prepare our students to be good college students. We actually prepare you for college. I have had feedback from students who have graduated from our program, and they did say that some of the skills that we used in class were very useful for them when they became college students. So that's that. Now, to show you what's in each step, I'm not going to show you actually exactly what is in each step, but I would like to give you an idea of what you learn in step 1. Now, listen, this is only step 1. This is the very first step you take with us, okay? But I want you to see what's in step 1, and I think you can imagine what is in step 2 and in step 3. So, ta-da! This is it. This is quite a detailed list of the grammar content, the vocabulary content, and all the language skills that you develop in step 1. This is only step 1. And check this out. I mean, in step 1, you cover the basic tenses, passive voice, relative clauses. I don't even know if you've heard of relative clauses. Quantifiers. We teach this in step 1. This is only step 1, countable and uncountable nouns. So, the vocabulary as well, quite rich, extensive vocabulary. We have a whole bunch of categories like the city, or my favorite, school and education, people and personality. We have a wonderful list of personality adjectives and nouns that our students learn. So let me just give you an example. At the end of step 1, students can use 6 tenses, 4 future forms, passive voice. They can provide at least 1 synonym and 1 antonym for most words that they study. They can paraphrase sentences using models. They can paraphrase sentences using fixed expressions. They can use comparative and superlative structures. And listen, they know words like perceptive, vacancy, and frequently. Okay, now a few more details, and I'll give this presentation over to Sunny. The groups, our groups are relatively small. We have no more than 15 students in each group, and each group consists of international students. Just to give you an example, in my last group, I had students from Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, Albania, Montenegro, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, and Bulgaria. And in other groups, I've had students from China, Spain, Syria. Yes, I had a Syrian student. My heart aches for him. Greece, and Moldova. So that gives you an idea. The instructors, I have to say, we have a team of instructors for each step. We have a highly trained grammar instructor and a very well experienced American instructor. Yes, you're going to have a native speaker coming to your class every single day. It's fantastic. I mean, you couldn't ask for more, right? The exercises that you're going to do if you join the program are excellent. We are very selective of our exercises. We're very careful what exercises we choose. We only use excellent publishing houses like Oxford and Cambridge, Longman and Macmillan. So we use their grammar books. We use all sorts of exercises. Some of them, of course, are drills and repetition, but others are very communicative. You have to prepare written and oral responses. You have an assignment to write a response or to speak a response. So we have a variety of exercises that we hope meet all sorts of needs. The success rate of our program is 95% and higher. That means that of the students that sign up for our program, about 95%, sometimes all 100%, become university students. I mean, the figures speak for themselves. It's, I think, a very successful program. I think it's the best in the world. Of course, I say that, but you have to believe me, okay? You have to believe me. And finally, the expected results. Here's what we expect. It's very simple. We want you to pass TOEFL with very good scores and become a university student. That's it. I'm done. Now I'm going to let Sunny tell you a little more about a slightly different aspect of our program. Thank you very much. I'll see you later for the question and answer session.
Okay, guys, so my name is Sunny and I'm the coordinator of this program. Now let's talk about something much simpler, something that everyone can do and should do, and this is register for our program. So, enrollment, how does it happen? You have to submit to the AUBG admissions office a full package of application documents before the following dates. This is for this semester, the so-called fall semester coming up in August. Before June 1st, the international applicants have to submit their application documents, and before August 1st, all EU applicants. What is a full package of documents? I'm gonna read you really quickly what this means, but then I'm gonna give you a site, a website address that you can go and check and see what this all is about. Now, the full package is an online application form, an essay, 2 letters of recommendation, a transcript from your diploma, English proficiency test. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. A portfolio, meaning a CV of yours or all your school rewards, anything that you think is of interest. Then there is an optional SAT result, and then a financial assistant application document. Now, this is not, I did not include all of these in the presentation on purpose because you can find them under this address that you see, the how to apply first year. Also, you can always ask your questions to the admissions office. They are a bunch of really friendly people that are there to help you. So write them an email with everything that you have in mind, all the questions. Okay, the dates for step 1 and step 2 for the fall 2016 semester are August 29 to December 21st. The dates for step 3 are August 29 until November 30. These are this year's dates. Okay. Next. A lot of you ask, how do we get placed? in which step do we go? Step 1, step 2, step 3. So there are 2 ways to place you. The first way is according to your English proficiency test result. Whenever you apply to the admissions office, you will submit your score, TOEFL score, or IELTS score, or CAE score, and you have a bunch of other tests that also count, and you can also see those under the website address that I gave you on the previous slide. So according to your tests, if you have already taken a test, we will place you either in step 1 or step 2 or step 3. Now, for those of you who have not taken any tests and do not have the time or the willingness to do that, they simply wish to come and study with us in the University Preparatory Program, we can do a placement test. We can either send you the placement test electronically. Obviously, if you live in a faraway country and you cannot come to us, we will send you the placement test and you will do the test within 24 hours and return it to us. Then we will know which step you belong to. Otherwise, if you plan to come, those of you who live obviously in Bulgaria, but also in some close countries, Macedonia or Serbia, Albania, if you happen to be here for the, let's say, open door day or for any other reason, you can just give us a call, write us an email, and we will schedule a placement test for you. So these are the 2 ways that we place people in our program. Okay, now next, costs. Obviously, this is one of the most important slides. I'm just going to show you the whole information. Don't get scared. What this means, yeah, of course, this is going to stay for your use. You can find this whole presentation in YouTube later on. You can find the costs under our website too. You can write us an email and ask us about these. Once again, you don't have to remember that, but these are the costs. What is tuition? Obviously, this is the price of the course itself. Residence halls, this is the price of your accommodation. Why is it more for step 1 and step 2 versus step 3? Because step 1 and 2 are longer. They are 17 weeks versus 14 weeks for step 3. Health insurance, what this is every student of ours has to be medically covered for the duration of their stay with us. This is mandatory, and you pay $30 each semester for that. Student activities, you see this $145 amount. I'm going to talk about it more, but this is, you pay this in order to use the AUBG sports facilities and to be part of various AUBG sports clubs. And not only sports, actually. Okay, yes, something very important. All step 3 participants get a 25% discount from the admissions office. And instead of $1,110, they pay $833. If you have questions about those costs, of course, you can ask them right after the presentation. Now, off to a funnier part. From now on, I'm just going to show you pictures, nothing more. We have 2 more slides. We are almost at the end. And I just want to show you pictures of our campus, of our city, and tell you more about all these. So, the residence halls, first of all, on the first picture, you see our residence halls. They offer triple and double rooms. with their own bathroom, of course. Each room has Wi-Fi. I'm sure this is of vital importance to all of you, but there is Wi-Fi everywhere on campus. You have guards on duty in the residence halls 24/7. You have many green areas. You see, the dormitories are very close to our sports facilities, to our AUBG canteen, to our cafe, to the library. So you have everything at hand. The next pictures are from Blagoevgrad. A little bit about Blagoevgrad, if you don't know anything about our town, it's a great, great town. It's basically a student city. You have close to 20,000 students in this city. Of course, not all of them AUBG students, unfortunately, but our town is only 1 hour from our capital, Sofia. It's surrounded by mountains. The Greek sea coast is only 2.5 hours away. So you have the seashore, you have the mountains. You can do all kinds of extracurricular activities. And last but not least, there are numerous cafes and restaurants and nightclubs. But of course, let's remember that you are here to study. If you want to have fun on the weekend, occasionally, you can do that. Plenty of opportunities here. 2 more pictures from Blagoevgrad and we move on. Look, this second picture. This is a very green area in Blagoevgrad, and this is in the center. So you can see how green our city is. Last slide, sport facilities. I want to brag a little bit about our sports facilities. We have cutting-edge sports facilities here. We have a gym and a sports hall that that was open only 2 years ago or 3 years ago. The building actually won the prize Building of the Year 2 years ago when it was built, the Bulgarian Building of the Year, obviously, not a world one. But so you can see here our sports hall where you can play indoor soccer and volleyball, basketball, handball, everything. You see the gym. Not a very good picture really of it, but it's huge with all kinds of actually everything that you need in order to do fitness. And we have this very special indoor running track that you see on the top. This is something very special. We take pride really in this building. Next. Next, I want to talk about student clubs, and that's going to be really the last thing that I want to talk about. We have on campus 26 different student clubs, all covering all kinds of interests, really. What I'm showing you on this slide is a picture from the Broadway Performance Club, if I'm not mistaken, this is the name. This is a club that stages a musical each year, and everyone can enroll in this club and participate in this musical. They stage the musical and they present it in every big city of Bulgaria during the April and the summer season. It's really, really great. The show is top class. Last, here is a list of the clubs in AUBG. Remember, by paying the student activity fee, you can be part of any of these clubs in your free time, and you can see really all kinds of interests are covered. If you are into cooking, if you are into dancing, if you're into math, maybe you are into math, computer science, if you're into journalism, golfing, I mean, just look at this later on and take a detailed look at this list to see what you can do here. Again, I want to repeat, you are here to study English. If you are part of the UPP program, this is your first responsibility. But also, you are part of the student life of AUBG already. Even if you are not an AUBG student still, you are part of the student life. You live on campus, you use the sports facilities, you are part of the student clubs. Everything that you want to do is within your reach. And let's not forget, however, that your ultimate goal is becoming a student of AUBG. So coming here, studying in our university, which opens the door for you, opens actually doors for you. So welcome. This is the end of our presentation. Now you're going to put a voice to a face because we are going to show our faces. And you can ask questions, of course. Oh, 11 here, so.
Yeah, okay. Hi. Hi.
This is Bory.
And this is Sunny. Okay, so we're ready for questions. So if you have any questions, just type it and we'll read them and we'll answer as best we can. So we're ready. We'll wait.
Don't be shy, don't hesitate.
It's okay if you make mistakes. You haven't been in the program yet, so don't worry. If you make mistakes, it's okay.
Oh, come on, you can ask a question, I'm sure.
Like, how are you or something?
Like, what's your birth date?
When does this program take place?
Okay, this year, for the fall semester, what we call the fall semester, starts on August 29th. So August to December. It starts on August 29th, ends on December 21st, or November 30 for step 3. So August to December.
There is a course every semester. When the semester starts, we start. So every time the new university semester starts, our courses start. So you have, it's like as if you're a university student, okay? So it's very much like you're that.
You probably know that universities have a fall semester and a spring semester. Right now we are having our spring semester with the UPP program and also the AUBG. But we are accepting now applications for the fall semester.
That was a good question. Thank you, Ani. Forgot to put the dates. Well, yeah, right. I'm glad she asked.
Yeah. Well, next we are gonna start asking questions.
Maybe we should ask you questions. That's right. Hey, we're teachers. We can teach for hours. There's always something to talk about. Yes, we can talk about relative clauses. I'd love to teach relative clauses right now. I can do it. I can do it. So that's right. Yeah. Maybe you don't need to take our program. Yeah. Oh, we can teach English and anything. Okay.
5 minutes and then see what happens, because I mean, it's, if people don't have questions.
We did a good job under.
Because we've answered all the questions before you even asked. So sorry.
We've covered everything.
Yeah, we covered everything. Yeah.
We covered everything. Just remember to visit our websites, write us emails, call us. If you have a question at a later point, just write us. We'll be happy to answer. Okay, they are starting to log off, so yeah.
We have another question. Does every student have to take this program? No, you don't have to take the program. The program is it's designed for students who haven't taken the TOEFL test yet or a college entrance test, but their English is not good enough and they want to study English. So this is a program for students who want to learn English before they take the TOEFL and other tests and become university students. So you don't have to take the program. Can you say a total cost? Total.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm not prepared really to sum those figures, but okay, just wait a second, maybe our colleague here can help us.
You can show it on the camera.
Yeah, we'll do the totals just a second. We are calculating them right now. Sorry that I didn't do the totals, actually. This was a mistake.
It's about $2,700. $2,700. $2,700 for one step.
For step 1 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we do the total for step 3 as well?
And so $2,700 is the cost of steps 1 and 2.
That
Each
is,
one is
that is
$2,700.
each one, yes. Each step is $2,700 approximately, and step 3 is a
$1,600.
$1,650. But really, if you go back and see the slides, you can sum the figures up.
Yes, listen, you can watch this webinar again on YouTube, and you can pause it, stop it, and write down any information you need.
Mm-hmm.
So these are approximate figures. Again, thank you for the question. Good question. How much does it cost is a good question. What do you think? Yeah. Can we still hear the computers? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're here.
Actually, once you send your application, you will receive a much more detailed information in your emails in the form of a letter. It's gonna explain to you what to do step by step, how to pay, when to pay, how to do your visa, which is very important. And you actually have to start doing this as early as possible because of the visa. It's a time-consuming process. But you will receive all this if you decide to apply.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, you have to consider the visa issues as well. That's very, very important, actually. For international students,
that's why you have a different deadline for international students versus EU applicants, because of the visa, which is much easier to get for the EU applicants. Else, perhaps. Anything on the grammar of step 1?
I can talk about that. Okay, so Dimitrina, could you tell more about the liberal arts program? What is the minimum credits for first-year students how many points is a math course or a language course, for example. All right, Dimitrina, we're sorry, but this is not, the program we're talking about is not a course you take when you're a full-time AUBG student. This is the University Preparatory Program. So it's a program designed to help students get into the American university. It's an English language program. So your question is about a program students become a part of when they enter the university. Our program is for future students, for students who are really only learning English. So we cannot answer questions about the liberal arts program. Sorry, it's not.
This should be a question for the registrar's office, or what do you think? I think maybe this is a question for our registrar's office. Yeah, so go ahead, check our website and see the email of our registrar's office. They should know about credits.
Yeah. Our program is not about credits. Okay, it's a different program. Sorry. Thanks for asking.
No, you've said answer.
They keep coming back. That's a good name.
What you see behind us is part of this very, very new building that I told you about, the building of the year 2012 or 13, I forget.
It's very nice. It smells like America, guys. When you walk in here, it literally smells like you're in America. You're not, but it's like you're in America. So it's really very cool. Very cool. Okay, so I guess you want me to talk about relative clauses or something?
Quick, ask
Quick,
questions.
yeah, hurry. I'm itching to teach. That goes for all of our colleagues. We have a wonderful team of teachers. Wonderful. They love teaching. Everybody there loves what they do. Yeah.
Pity they can't all be here.
That's right. Yeah. This wonderful new camera, we still wouldn't fit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can keep talking. I mean, one thing I really think we should emphasize again is that students at the English Language Institute become members of the community of the American University in Bulgaria. So when they pass their tests and they become regular students, full-time students, it's as if they've never left. It's a very smooth transition. It's not a big change. It's like they've always been at this university. So they have an advantage over students who didn't take the program. So students in the program really learn about university life very early. So when they're university students, they can actually focus on their studies. Okay, so.
Also, of course, the purpose of the UPP is for you to be able to take your entrance test, TOEFL and the like. But you will also learn how to properly write and express yourself. When you're a student, you will all of a sudden have to write all kinds of papers. You will have written assignments, and you will be able to use academic English if you have gone through at least one step. Oh, question.
Stanislav, I would like to ask when the future students will understand whether they are accepted to the university. Okay?
Okay, well.
Look, you have to pass your tests first, and then you prepare an application package, and all of that is on the website under admissions. I mean, you go to the website and it tells you everything you need to do, and when you prepare your application package, this is after you've taken all your tests, you know, TOEFL and the like, you send your documents to admissions office, and then they review your documents,
It's a
and
pretty
they will
quick-
send you a letter. You'll get a letter.
It's a pretty quick process. I mean, it takes some time for the test results to come in, probably 10 days or 14 days, something like that, for the TOEFL at least. But then after that, once the admissions office have the results, they are pretty quick
Yes.
in acting and taking the decision. Another question.
Yeah, is essay writing part of the TOEFL ITP? No, no. If you're taking the paper-based TOEFL test or the ITP TOEFL test, you do not have to write an essay. You do not have to write an essay. It's reading, structure and written expression, and listening. It's actually listening, structure, written expression, and reading. There is no writing.
Did you say step 3 includes a TOEFL?
No, we didn't say that. Actually, at the end of step 3, all students take a paper-based TOEFL test, and their scores go directly to admissions office. It's included in the price. So if you're a student in step 3, at the end of the course, you will take a paper-based TOEFL test. You will, but no writing.
No essay writing, however.
Just to go back to the question, because you know we go on a tangent. All right.
Okay.
Good. We're
I have a
okay.
few.
Yeah, we can wait. We can look pretty. But we're not supposed to look at it. Yeah, we've had some wonderful questions, so we appreciate your questions.
Thank you, yeah. Should have written those totals.
We have until 7, right? No, more or less. Okay. Thank you too. I mean, you're the best. Good luck to you. Come see us.
Looking forward to welcoming you.
Yeah. Well, nobody's going away. So, okay, we're still here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're done.
I guess we should wrap
Okay.
up then.
Well, thank you very much for watching and listening. And if you have any questions, you know how to contact us. So you can always write to us and send an email and call us, and
We'll get back to you.
we'll get back to you very quickly. We'll get back to you.
We'll be back.
Okay. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.